is huge, but we'll get more into that in just a moment. First, let's go ahead and introduce these players. Down in the middle, bottom spot of merry-go-round, give it up for Millennium's ForGG. And his opponent in the top right, an absolute dominating force, the current world champion. It is Startail Life.
Only winning his championship only a couple of weeks ago. So still in very good form, it seems. I mean, so far he has shown nothing but dominance in this tournament. And can he do it again against ForGG on a pretty interesting map, considering we know ForGG's playstyle. He loves to go a lot of Hellions. He loves to go Banshees with it. He likes to go mech as well.
Yeah, that's right. I would love to see some mech here. But before we get too much into exactly which strategies they're going to use, Moonglade, you were saying before this should favor ForGG. Why don't you go ahead and explain why?
Indeed it should, because it pretty much comes down to the map layout. We have, as you can see, the fourth base. It's quite an awkward place to have a fourth base on any side. It's either going to be near the middle or it's going to be far away. So both are very, very hard to defend against any kind of Terran push onto the map, because it's so hard to spread creep out there, which is the #1 thing you want to use against Terran, so you can get the perfect engagements, you can get decent surrounds, etc. And I mean, even the drop space on this map as well can also create a bit of a problem here. But we'll have to wait and see exactly what ForGG's plan is going to be here.
Well, if there is one Zerg in the world that really can go ahead and ignore map imbalances, can ignore the hard things on maps, that's probably going to be Life, to be honest. He knows how to mix up his play. He knows how to do something completely out of the norm and switch a seeming disadvantage into an advantage for himself, at least momentarily.
Yeah, that is absolutely true. A little bit of delay here.
We'll get back into that game just momentarily. We do have our wonderful ref in there helping out ForGG at the moment. I gotta say, this tournament so far, it's been one of the stranger DreamHacks.
It has been.
I've been to and watched so many DreamHacks, pretty much all of them.
I think it would have to be all of them.
Yeah, this is like, we have such a ridiculously high skill level at this tournament. Like, every player is such a badass that we've seen 3-0. 3-0, 3-0.
It's actually unbelievable how many one-sided matches we've seen, how quick these best-of-5s have gone yesterday.
Well, it looks like this game is just about ready to get back into it, guys, so don't worry about that. We'll be right back into it. And but yeah, it's been super one-sided. We'll see if that continues here. I really don't think so.
No, I don't think so either. And you know, I think ForGG definitely has one of his best chances on this map. As I explained before, it is a pretty hard map to have a bit more of a macro game, but as we know, Life quite occasionally does not like to have a macro game at all. It likes to go for the kill very, very quickly on here.
You are quite right about that, Moonglade. We'll see if he does any quick rushes in this game. Looks like he's opened up with a fast expansion and going into gas pretty quickly, probably for some Zergling speed.
Indeed, indeed, it does look like that. And I mean, we're seeing ForGG, I mean, go straight off the bat, going for that faster factory here. He wants to get those Hellions out pretty quickly. And there it goes down. Going for the Marine straight off the bat, so he doesn't want to go for a Reaper anytime soon. He doesn't want to scout, he just wants to get those Hellions on the map, get that map control, and look for damage early on.
Hey, I like it, to be perfectly honest, Moonglade, because right now, everyone goes Reaper. Reaper is such a popular opening against Zerg, but the thing is, Life knows exactly how to play against Reaper. You have to throw him some curveballs here. He's way too good to die to anything normal. And you guys were all saying before we started here, ForGG has his own style. He marches the beat of a different drum. And if he wants to win this series, he's got to do something special.
And he is doing it. He's kind of more of an older build against, I guess, these days, going for that kind of one racks into factory of one gas and getting a very, very early reactor. He even built the factory right next to the command center, so no Zerglings, nothing could really scout it early on. I really like that. And yeah, as you were saying, it is a super, super standard build going for that Reaper early on. And it's never going to really do anything these days. It's just pretty much comes down to scouting the Zerg early.
Yeah, this is about the latest expansion that I've seen in a TvZ in quite some time, Glade. This should throw Life off a little bit, but his Zergling will pop up and check and see, oh, wow, that's a very quick factory.
Yeah, he's going to know exactly what kind of build it is now. And I kind of really like this build as well, considering how aggressive we saw Life against Tasia. He went for a very early Ling Bane aggression. And I mean, if you have a decent count of Hellions on the map with some Banshees, even a Medivac, I mean, that's going to do a lot of damage. It looks like it will be okay. Hellbats. Nice choice as well, a one-base Hellbat.
Yeah, getting an armory up to be able to transform these into Hellbats. A very strong unit indeed against Zerg, but right now he's trying to run in. Beautiful micro there by Life, surrounding with his Zerglings, using the Queens for a flank, and killing off 2 Hellions off of a single base.
Did not take a single point of damage on any drone there, which is exactly what ForGG was looking for. Beautiful micro from Life. He knew exactly what was up. He's already on top of it.
Well, right now, Life is trying to get in here and see what's going on. Sees that, in fact, well, there's a starport, there's the factory still there, the barracks with a tech lab add-on. He's got to be looking at this and saying, ooh, this is pretty aggressive. Still no expansion.
Yeah.
He's going to have to defend as best he can.
He is, and I mean, that is a pretty late Baneling nest as well, so I'm kind of getting worried here for Life. I mean, you have a look at his natural here to kind of get a true idea of his setup, but I don't think he's really going to have much to defend against this.
Well, we'll see. 4 Hellbats. They have been transformed. Going up with these Marines and the Medivac. He's got a lot of healing potential here. Pushing forward. Life targeting down that Medivac. A bunch of Zerglings coming in, surrounding absolutely everything. Some nice micro by ForGG pulling back. He does pick off that Medivac and, in fact, will clean up this attack.
Wow. Very nicely done there from Life. A beautiful surround, and I think the biggest mistake in that one, engagement was the Hellbats were attacking Queens and not Zerglings. Zerglings got to maximize their damage. And after that, there was nothing left. So Life taking a huge lead here, and ForGG, he's still on one base.
Oh, yeah, this is getting a little bit tough. Life right now has started the Spire, looking to go into Mutalisk Tech, and if he gets to Mutalisk Tech, I think there's no chance for ForGG. So he's going to have to do some severe damage before then.
Yeah, he's going to be looking for drone damage. He's going to be looking for Hellion run-bys and that cloaked Banshee. But I mean, as you said, Spies on the way. That means the lair is up. That means there's Overseers to scout this invisible Banshee. And I don't think anything is going to get done from here.
You might be right about that. Already an Overseer coming over. That cloak going to be useless. And in fact, will he even cancel the cloak? No, it looks like he does let it finish. But it's not helping here because he can see it anyways.
Life is just ready for everything in this game. And we see some more Hellbats at the front here, but 3 Banelings looking for that perfect hit.
And in fact, some Zerglings coming up from behind as well, circling around these Hellbats. With the help of another Hellion, he will clean this up. But everything is being destroyed. Life is holding on just fine. And GG! A very quick game number 1. ForGG trying to win this game with some early aggression through a lot of tech units. But Life holds on beautifully.
Yeah, just some next level hyper aggression there from ForGG. Just such an interesting one base kind of style. And Life was completely ready for it.